achieve online. We are extremely proud of all our graduates for having the determination and resilience necessary to reach this special day. We know this journey was not accomplished alone. We'd like to recognize all the family members, friends, and staff who shared their continuous support and encouragement to help our graduates reach their goals. We know you were essential for their success. We appreciate you and your enduring support for each graduate's potential.
Thank you, graduates, for dialing up this nice cloudy weather today so we don't all get sunburned. Welcome, faculty, family, friends, dignitaries, especially our 2021 graduating class from Achieve Online. Please give our graduates a big hand. How fast the time has gone by. Our very first graduating class consisted of a total of 10 graduates. I believe the slide's going to pop up here on the screen. 8 of those students chose to walk in the ceremony that year. Now we hover around 70 to 90 graduates a year. With a class that small, you can see on the screen here, look how huge the crowd is that day. They shouldn't have any problem getting together this summer for their 10-year class reunion. Of special note, we have 11 staff members currently still on staff who attended that very first graduation ceremony. Also, we have 10 graduates today who have been with us since middle school. One of those graduates, Dylan White, has been with us all the way back to elementary school when we used to serve elementary students. Thank you, parents and guardians, for trusting us with your kids in all of these years.
I've actually done that.
Pandemic. What would you like to hear your principal say during the graduation ceremony? His response was, well, Dad, I wouldn't want to hear any more about COVID or to sit and listen to you talk for very long. So graduates, on that advice from my son, I won't mention anything about the pandemic, and I will plan on making this speech nice and short today. Today, however, graduates, I would like to talk a little bit about your hall file. Our hall file is what people say or think about us in the hall. Others might call this our reputation. Reputation is defined as the beliefs or opinions that are generally held about someone or something. As you enter the workforce, you'll be starting to develop your hall file. The truth is that resumes really don't matter.
They take turns. They switch.
So, what is the most important thing needed in developing a good hall file? I would contend that it's being a person of action, one who follows through. Not so much a person of words. Because when it comes down to it, people really don't care much about what we say.
Please join me in welcoming the Garage Band with Life's Highway.
What's up, class of 2021? I'm so excited to be here today. Let me begin by recognizing 2 people who helped make this possible. I want to say thank you to Ms. Leslie for helping me plan my future, and Mr. Brad because helped me along the way. Thanks for being a great teacher. Graduates, today is our day. It is a day to celebrate with your family and friends. Since kindergarten, we've been working for at least 13 years to finish high school and get on with life. Maybe your future includes continuing your education at a university or community college. Some of us will tackle the challenge of expert training like becoming a mechanic or a tech nerd or even a tattoo artist. And I realize that class of 2021 includes brave people who plan to serve in the military. But for all of us, we will celebrate the hard work we have done as we leave high school with our diplomas in our hands.
We've got our own thing.
My journey to today was a struggle, as I'm sure it was for many of you. It started in Dallas, Texas at a regular high school. At this time in my life, graduating wasn't important to me, so high school wasn't a priority. My sister dropped out my junior year of high school. This changed the way I looked at high school. This made me think high school wasn't important, and I focused mainly on being a teenager. At this point, I transferred myself to a small alternative school, but school was still not my main focus. I started to live my life, and by this time, my father and I were not on best terms. So my best friend and I both dropped out and moved together to Iowa. While in Iowa, I told myself I want another chance in life. And in order for me to do that, I needed to change my focus. So my best friend and I rolled back into high school. It was going great for a while, but being teenagers in school was still not a priority. We started slacking for like a whole high school by a thread. The thought about graduating gave me the focus I needed. I moved to Colorado to turn my life around after a long journey. Here I am, being able to walk the stage. I can most definitely say it was worth the struggle, worth the hard work of being adamant that I would finish high school. I'm extremely excited to see what my future holds for me. I've heard a diploma is just a piece of paper, but it closes the journey behind us and opens new opportunities ahead of us. Well, the value of the paper is up to you. Don't just think of it as an insurance policy. Instead, think big. Use it, value it, take advantage of what amazing opportunities it will bring to you. Congrats, class of 2021.
I struggled with being motivated to do well in school. My grades were up and down, and by that I mean mostly down. I'm pretty sure many of you can understand where I'm coming from because all of us face difficulties in one way or another. I kept trying to figure out the right strategies for school, and all along the way others offered support. I guess I just didn't understand how to take the support. There were times when giving up seemed like my only option. I was so over the distractions in high school, and I knew things had to change if I wanted to make it to where I am today. Achieve Online High School was the fresh start I needed. Everyone I met was so understanding and helped me in more ways than I could even imagine. I was behind in credits by a lot, and I seemed like it felt like giving up was my only option. I was so over everything. Achieve Online was the fresh start I needed. I was behind in credits by a lot. I am so excited to be walking across the stage to receive my diploma. Today we are celebrating a huge accomplishment. Our goal of finishing high school has been reached. I pushed myself so hard, and for that I am proud. I could not have done it alone without help from my amazing teacher, Mrs. Crow. She was always there for me from the beginning and encouraged me to keep trying. I would also like to give a huge shout out to my mom. Thank you for believing in me and pushing me to do my best. I couldn't have been here without you. Making it here today was a long, hard journey. But when you have plans or goals, stay on that path, no matter how hard or how rocky the roads get. If you stop working or you don't try, there's a 100% chance you won't make it to where you want to be. So keep pushing. Once you're thinking you've gotten to the bottom and there's nothing else you can do, think again because you will find your way to what you know is true. You will reach your finish line. Graduates, by being here today, you have proven that you can achieve long-time goals, pushing yourself to the best of your abilities and preparing yourself for the future that you decide. Today marks a new start, new goals, new lifetime of achievements. This is the day our lives begin. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort and be generous. Share what you can, nothing more, nothing less. Share your the meaning of the world.
had your own individual journey to get to this place. But I'll tell you, you wouldn't be here today without the support of your family, your friends, the broader community, and of course the amazing staff at Achieve. Can you please give them a round of applause for their support to you? You know, there's a philosophical tradition that kind of speaks to I won't bore you with a lot of philosophy, but there's a theory called the theory of opposites. It suggests that you really don't know what something is until you know what the opposite of that something is. So for example, you don't know what hot feels like until you know what cold feels like. Or you might not understand what it means to be sad if you don't know what it means to be happy. Equally, it would say that you don't know what success feels like unless you know what failure feels like. And I always say that failure is just success turned inside out. There will be many times in your life that you will stumble, that you will fall, that you'll feel like you failed. But those are the moments that are probably the most important in your life. Because it's at those moments that you are forced to stop and reflect and think about how you got there and understand what you need to do to get out of that situation or to make better decisions, right? Not to go back to that spot again. You always want to learn from that. Don't become a serial failure, right? It's going to happen, but always think about what it's going to take to get even further to accomplish your goals. So I don't know what your destiny holds for you outside of District 11, but I'll tell you, the staff here at Achieve Online have definitely prepared you for the best. So whether it is you're going to college, going into the career, the military, who knows what life will call you to do, but know that you are fully prepared, and I am honored, as your superintendent, to accept the graduating class of 2021. And now I will call Director Mel Packham forward, who is one of our board directors, to officially confer the graduating class of 2021.
Good afternoon, Achieve Online, students, staff, and parents. It's such an honor to be here today and share a few words with you, and more importantly, celebrate this special day with you, class of 2021. I want to start off with this. All week long, we've had graduations here, and today is the last one of the week. We certainly saved the best for last. And Achieve Online, Principal Bailey said that you guys like music. I think you guys like fun too. You brought the fun here with the garage band. So give them a big round of applause for them. And also for the students that performed here, they were awesome. So they were having fun, and that's what I was saying. That's what high school is about, just sharing those memories and having fun. So well, graduates, it's certainly been an interesting and unique year for all of you. As you are well aware, most of the traditional schools had to transition and adapt to some form of remote learning platform environment. And that was daunting, difficult, and challenging for those schools, staff, and students. But it certainly did not faze you, because you chose the digital learning format long before it became the trend this year. While others were struggling maybe with Schoology and WebEx, you had already mastered those learning platforms and probably passed that expertise to your siblings, peers, and even the adults in your life. So having said that, I'm sure the challenges and adversities you had to overcome in getting here to this finish line today is no less challenging. I mean, it's an exhaustive list, I'm sure. And it's definitely worth mentioning. Each of your stories is unique, compelling, and powerful. Some of you had to juggle multiple jobs, supplement your family income, take on the responsibilities of being a parent yourself, and essentially deal with real life issues. But you did not give up on your dreams. You believed in yourself, you put in the hard work, had the desire to keep going, overcome adversity, And here you are at the finish line today. You know, this past year, I've got a middle school daughter, and she had to spend considerable amount of time online because of school closures and quarantine. And I heard her say multiple times, Dad, online learning is so much harder than being in person in school, because she had to figure out how to stay organized, how to stay self-motivated, had to stay on top of her homework assignments, learn about time management, learn how to collaborate with her teachers and students in a remote environment, and develop that out-of-the-box thinking to solve problems. All of those essential life skills, each of you have learned and mastered over the past several years, and that is only going to help you on whatever path you take in the coming years. So today, graduates, this is a celebration of you. It's a reflection of your perseverance, your grit and determination, your unbreakable spirit, and I cannot put into words how proud I am of each and every one of you. And I'm sure your parents, teachers, and staff are equally proud of you. So give a big hand to our graduates. To celebrate this special occasion, I also want you to take a moment and look around you, especially up there at the stands, and recognize all the incredible support and encouragement you have received over the years. Now I'm talking about not only your parents, guardians, family members out there, the friends on the field that you have, and the staff that are sitting behind you. So thank you, staff, parents, family members. Finally, graduates, excited parents out there. So I saw proud dad, proud mom. It's good to see you. And finally, graduates, you walk out of here to a world of endless possibilities. And as Dr. Thomas said, you are fully prepared for what challenges that you are going to face ahead. So whatever you're going to be doing, whether it is to pursue further education or enter the workforce, do it with passion. I am reminded of the quote, follow your passion and you will never work a single day in your life. Find out what you are passionate about and you find your purpose and calling in life. Treasure the experiences along the way. Before you know it, you will be sitting in the stands cheering your kids in their graduation.
No hurry.
So, all
No
the
hurry.
journey that you go along from now on, treasure those memories. Contribute positively to the community around you. Make an impact by serving in the community. Be lifelong learners. Albert Einstein once said, once you stop learning, you start dying. Never stop learning. And lastly, you guys are tough and resilient, and we all know that. And that's how you got to this finish line. But always, always remember to be kind. In a world where you can choose to be almost anything, remember to be kind. Congratulations, Achieve Online Class of 2021. Thank you for having me here. Board of Education, I am pleased to accept the Class of 2021 for conferring of the diplomas. You have graduated.
Yeah.
While simultaneously finishing high school for high school credits.
I saw that.
Jocelyn Taylor Penateo.
Zamera Rose Seymour. Today of all days, see how the most dangerous things is to love, but believe you will heal and you will rise above. Zamera is an overcomer who plans to open her own business soon.
Concludes our graduation ceremony. We will be ending with one last song. Audience members, after the song finishes, please let our graduates exit out to the other field and you can meet them over there. Thank you all for attending today, and again, congratulations, class of 2021.